that is stocks. I first started telling my friends and family about NWBO when it was just 31 cents a share, and it allowed me to take $4,000 and turn it into $20,000 back in October, November-ish of last year. I have now been sitting on this stock for 7 months. This is a long-term play, and I've been saying that over and over again on this channel. There is nothing overnight about the success of curing cancer. And this company has so much going on that I have to get this update out for you guys. But before we get into today's update, which is going to be covering today's annual shareholder meeting and Linda Lau's speech right after it, I first want to take you guys back a little bit into the science of this company, because I want to help give you the conviction necessary to continue holding or accumulate more shares. It's not too late, in my own opinion. You can still get into this company, and I want to help give you the conviction necessary to pull that trigger. If I was your financial advisor, which you guys already know I am not your financial advisor, you still have to do your own due diligence, and I really want you to start your own due diligence right now, right here with me. So let's take a look at who NWBO is first. So you can see right here, I'm just going to kind of read you the bullet points from this screen. So when we talk about NWBO, we're really talking about DC Vax. That's their technology that's really behind everything driving NWBO right now. DC Vax is designed to mobilize the entire immune system, not just one among many different categories of the immune agents in that overall system. DC Vax is designed to target not just one, but the entire set of biomarkers on the patient's tumor. And DC Vax is personalized. It targets particular biomarkers expressed on the patient's tumor. This is honestly some incredible groundbreaking technology that has been in the works for over 15 years at this point. Now, I'm not going to give you every single detail of NWBO in today's video. I'm going to more or less just quickly sum up all of the highlights that you guys need to know. If you want to learn more about NWBO, go check out any of my other videos on NWBO where I go much more in depth about this company. But again, just getting straight to the highlights. So we know right now, with today's full standard care of treatment for GBM, that is the cancer that NWBO was first focused on because it is a lethal cancer and it's one of the hardest to treat. They figured if they started here, every other possible treatment for DC Vax is going to be easier in the future. They literally started with the hardest one. So today, with the full standard care of treatment for GBM, including surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy, the median time from surgery to remove the initial tumor to the time of tumor recurrence is just 6.9 months. But more importantly, the median overall survival is just 14.6 months. Let me break that down for you guys. If you're diagnosed with GBM today without DC Vax, the best the doctor can do for you is another 14 months left on this earth. They're likely going to tell you that you have less than 1 more year left to live, even with radiation, chemotherapy, and surgery. Unfortunately, right now, the median survival is just 14.6 months. And there has been very little improvement in clinical outcomes for GBM patients in the last 30 years. The incidence of GBM appears to be on the rise for unknown reasons, and there is an urgent need for new and better treatments. So right now we are waiting on top line data of stage 3 for DC Vax L, but we already know the stage 2 results. And right here, we together with our collaborators, Dr. Linda Lau, conducted 2 prior phase 1 and phase 2 clinical trials at the UCLA with DC Vax L for GBM brain cancer patients. Those trials consisted of 39 patients, including 20 patients with newly diagnosed GBM and 19 patients with recurrent GBM and other gliomas. The newly diagnosed patients who received DC Vax, in addition to the standard care of treatment, typically did not have that tumor reoccurrence for a median of approximately 2 years, which is more than triple the usual time with today's standard care treatment. And they survived for a median of approximately 3 more years, which is 2.5 more times the usual period of survival with the standard care treatment of today. We already know these results from stage 2, and that is already groundbreaking technology. But in my opinion, it's going to get so much better than that. We've got to keep reading, guys. Furthermore, a substantial percentage of these patients who received DC Vax L in the prior phase 1 and 2 clinical trials have continued in what they call a long tail survival. Beyond the 3-year median survival, as of the latest long-term data, now this was July 2011, this was stage 2, so we need the new numbers to come out. but 33% of the patients had reached or exceeded 4 years median survival, and 27% had reached or exceeded 6 years median survival. As of this year, 2 of the phase 1 and 2 clinical trial patients have even exceeded 10-year survival. This is incredible, guys. You're telling me that right now, without DC Vax, my doctor is going to tell me that I have less than 1 year to live, but with DC Vax, 2 people have already survived more than 10 years. Guys, what more do you need to hear about this company? I'm gonna go ahead and roll right into today's update about the annual shareholder meeting and Linda Lau's speech following that shareholder meeting, because these were the highlights I really wanted you guys to see. Again, please go check out all of my other videos where I went much more in depth with all of my DD on NWBO. I have been relentlessly researching this company for almost a year now. Go check out all the information I have on it. But what's happening with NWBO right now is today we have 2 large events. The annual shareholder meeting, which is going to be about 4 p.m. EST today. This is going to be largely irrelevant to me. There's 3 main topics they want to cover in today's annual shareholder meeting. A, they're going to elect a board member to sit on the board for another 3 years. They are also going to vote on executive pay, and they're going to ratify an already in use accounting firm. In my opinion, I do not believe we are going to receive any information about top line data in our annual shareholder meeting. Top line data is the official stage 3 data numbers that everybody is waiting on. Right now, most people think that NWBO cured cancer or that their vaccine is widely successful. We are waiting for NWBO to confirm that with positive trial results. We know if the results were bad, legally they were supposed to tell us within 10 days of a failed trial. That's according to law. But if the trial results were good, they have up to an entire year to disclose those good trial results to the public. And we are already well past that 10 days, considering they locked data on like October 5th, if memory serves me correctly. So everybody right now seems to believe that the trial results were positive. I also, in my own personal opinion, believe that these trial results were massively positive, and I think that this company is kind of just waiting to roll it out in the perfect form. Linda Lau has spent the better part of her 15-year career now treating this. She is not going to just throw out the data and throw the whole trial away without crossing all of her T's and dotting all the I's. They're waiting for the perfect time to release this. Right now, a lot of people think that it might be released today. Well, let me go ahead and get right into the next update that's going to happen today that's leading to everyone thinking this. After today's annual shareholder meeting, Linda Lau is expected to have a 1-hour presentation with a couple other members. If you're in my Discord, you already know what's going to be in this presentation. And honestly, guys, our Discord community is an excellent source of knowledge for DD on any of the companies that Andrew and I have ever covered on this channel. And I've already posted in my Discord what's going to be in this discussion. So 1, Linda Lau wants to talk about applying the knowledge regarding the challenges of using immune therapy in treating GBM. 2, she wants to talk about how you design clinical trials involving surgical endpoints for GBM. And 3, she wants to compare historical clinical trials with new and innovative clinical trial designs. So with that summed up, I kind of, in my own personal opinion, don't believe that she's going to give us top-line data and numbers today. I think we're more or less going to see her highlight all of the difficulties and complexities involved in creating a trial of this magnitude and why it shouldn't take 15 years to develop these kinds of medicines. I think it's going to be more of a broad understanding of just the trial itself. And we've kind of already seen her do this before, where we were kind of underwhelmed, where everybody thought she was going to come out with top line data, and instead she kind of just talked about all of the challenges concerning these trials. I think that's kind of be what we see today, but I do think within the next couple weeks we are going to see some massive NWBO news. I do believe by the time we get to ASCO, which as you can see right here is June 3rd and June 4th is ASCO's annual meeting, I think by then we are already going to have top line data results. So we are quickly running out of time to get into this company if you wanted to start your position now. And I highly suggest you at least start your own due diligence right now. In my own personal opinion, I would love to see top line data come out when the New England Journal of Medicine is published, which is honestly tomorrow by the time you see this video. If this happens, guys, I think we're gonna go from, it's trading at about $1.98 as I film this right now. I think you're gonna see that gap up to like $5 or $6 overnight. If positive top line data comes out, you're never going to see $2 again for this company. But on the flip side, if it is negative news or this trial failed in any way, you're going to see this plummet from $2 all the way to $0. This is a high risk, high reward play, and I want you guys to understand that 99% of the companies in this space fail. 99% of all biotech companies fail. That's just the fact of the matter. I personally don't believe this is going to be one of them. I think this is going to be one of those record-breaking parabolic plays that is literally about to go to the moon. You can see right here, we have so much going on in the very near future, and data was locked by October 5th. So no matter what, by October 5th of this year, we have to have heard something, or a lot of these doctors are going to be facing a lot of jail time. They didn't go to school all this long just to go to jail over something like this. I'm telling you guys, the news is coming fast. But that's it for NWBO. Again, go check out